Welcome back the world to another Minecraft video. Today I'm going to show you 3 of the best ways, in my opinion, to launch yourself with the Elytra so you can look like a porcupine in no time flat. A couple of these methods might use the boost bow, and so if you're not familiar with that, I figured I'd give you a super quick little tutorial. It's quite simple. Alright guys, so if you weren't aware, what you can do is you can put punch 2 on a bow. You can see it down there in the bottom. And that enchantment basically is like knockback for your bow, and if you hit yourself with it, you will get a speed boost in the air. So I'm going to try and show you how to do it here. It's a little bit hard to describe. One way I can kind of describe, let's go into survival, let's kind of see what's going on here. So, you see how long it takes you to break this leaf block? That's about twice as long as it takes you to shoot an arrow to where it's going to hit yourself. So what you can do is you can kind of look at this, and you can kind of see, you want to break it about halfway with just your fist. And that's about how long you want to hold it for. So it's just more than just, it's instead of just pressing it one time like that, like how you just press the button, you want to just like press it with just the tiniest little bit of delay in there. It's kind of hard to explain. So that's the best I can explain it to you. So let's launch here. So you just want to just hold it for just the smallest little bit of a second and just look kind of straightforward. And other than that, it's really just going to have to take some getting used to and some practice. I've been practicing quite a bit over the years with the punch bow without the Elytra, trying to double jump and all that, so I got pretty good at it. So I can hit myself, most of the time. I still, obviously run into some issues, but in case you were wondering how to do it, like I said, it's pretty much the best explanation I can give you. Another important piece of information too is that when you do hit yourself, you should make sure to look upwards a little bit so you can gain some more altitude. And yeah, you can pretty much keep going forever. Just make sure you make sure to eat some food, like you saw in the intro. So let's get on with it. Let's get that was the second one. Let's show you the first method I got for today's video, how to get super high up super quick. Let's do this. Can we make it? So guys, the first method is probably the best method. It's definitely my favorite, and that's because of just how dang powerful this is. You can put these anywhere you want to, and you can go pretty much all the way up to build limit. And the time it takes you to hop through 2 portals, it's pretty sweet. So let me show you how this works. There's one up there, there's one down here. They're obviously at different Y values, the height. But if we hop into the nether, you can see they're at the exact same Y value, and they're right next to each other pretty much. That sound is so cool. They definitely updated the sound. You got a new nether portal sound. Anyway, so now we're up here. You can see we hopped into the other one, and now we're teleported way high up in the sky. And obviously, you could make that portal, way higher up if you wanted to. I just put it up there because it kind of looks better on the hill. But anyway, that's the first method, guys. It's pretty cool. As far as syncing the portals up, I'll give you a quick little 20-second explanation, and if you need something better than that, you're going to have to go watch a better tutorial, because that's kind of like a whole video in itself. But essentially what's going on here is that these 2 portals are a certain amount of blocks away from each other on the X coordinate, just so happens to be. And so you take that and you divide it by 8, and you go that far in the nether, staying on the same coordinate. And that's where you put your second portal. So pretty much that simple, if that made sense to you. Like I said, if you need anything better than that, you're going to have to watch another video. So let's go do this one more time, just so you can see how quick it is. You can even time this. It's, like I said, just pretty much the amount of time it takes you to go through 2 portals. So I think that's why this is probably the best. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go see some of the other things I've been working on. So guys, if you don't like the sound of portals, or you can't connect them for some reason, or you just don't want to use them, here's a different method for you. This is method number 2. As you can see, uses the flight bow. So you're going to have to get kind of good with that if you want to do this anywhere. But if you give yourself a little bit of a downhill slope like this, then you can pull it off without the bow. So what you do is you just put a 3x3 grid of string up in the sky about 28 blocks above you, and you just kind of have a little nice little area that you stand in when you do it, and you just throw an ender pearl. You get ready to fly, then you activate it before you hit the ground, and you should be good to go and on your way. So that's the second method. Definitely the cheapest, definitely the simplest. Just requires an ender pearl and some string. Where is it? Where's the string? I just flew through it. It's somewhere up there. But that's the point, is that, string's invisible, and so you can't see it, so it's not a big, ugly purple portal. But it doesn't have, as much of a power, as the portal does, because you can only put it about 28 blocks above you. So anyway, that's the second method. So let's move on to number 3. So before we move on to number 3, we are still on number 2. I just wanted to give you a quick update, something else you can do with this little system. So if we go into sneak mode, we look up above us, you can see we got something built up here. Let's throw an ender pearl up. It's the same thing, there's still string here, But now there's some vines. It's not invisible, obviously, so if you want to go more than one layer, then, it's not going to be invisible if you do it like this. But you can go, pretty much as high as you build these. And so what's happening here is you hit the string with your ender pearl, which teleports you. And then because you're in sneak mode, you're crouched, you're not going to fall because of the vines. And so this will allow you to look up again, throw another ender pearl, and teleport to the second layer. Pretty awesome. So this is just a super quick way to get, a lot higher than one layer, but still uses the same method of ender pearls and string, and will get you a lot higher to go fly around with. Pretty cool. Okay, so now let's move on to number 3. So those first two methods, definitely the methods you're gonna want to go with, in my opinion. But if you're feeling a little goofy, you want to try something different, there is such thing as slime block transport as well. Give this a shot. Has the added benefit of being bouncy. Oh my gosh, this game can get kind of goofy sometimes, guys. Anyway, this is kind of a joke one. I hope you don't mind. First two are really where it's at. Like I said, I thought I had to just throw this one in here just because it's too much fun not to. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, I think that's gonna have to do it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Had a lot of fun making this video. Until next time, see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Amazing.